recent pickups that I got. I went on some thrifting adventures this last week. One time to a local thrift store where I was looking for some DVDs and Blu-rays, and then one time at a game store. And I like to do this every so often. I haven't done this in a while. I don't think I've done this really since I've gotten to Australia, since I've moved here. But I like to go thrifting or go to these stores and they have sales, and I set a rule like, find things I like, but it's got to be under $5 each. Just try to find different things, and it just started raining pretty heavily. I hope that isn't going to be too distracting. So all these items that you're going to see today were all under $5. And I got 5 of them. But okay, let's just get into the first one. The box set of Season 2 of Dragon Ball GT. Digitally remastered. Now this is DVD, not a Blu-ray. This was, I believe, $4.99. And sorry, my nails are a little bit long. I just noticed. But this was actually shrink wrapped brand new when I picked it up. And if you guys have ever looked into buying anime on home video, you'll know it's very, very, very expensive. Even older stuff, it's like $60, $70 for a season of anime, sometimes not even a full season. So getting this for under $5, now I know that, now I know Dragon Ball GT has a pretty negative reputation. It's not everybody's cup of tea. And I believe it's not even canonical anymore. It doesn't follow the manga at all. It was an original television-only creation. And obviously this is just Season 2, this is not Season 1, I don't have Season 1. But still, I thought I might as well pick it up. You have 30 episodes, plus 1 movie, on 5 discs. And this is the Super 17, and the Shadow Dragon sagas, plus the GT movie Heroes Legacy. Now I've seen a little bit of GT. I've not seen the full series. I never really got into it too much. But the destiny of a legendary warrior has long The destiny of a legendary warrior's long path wrought with peril reaches its apex. The fate of Goku is now tied to that of the world, and the most epic toil ever rested on the shoulders of one man has come to be. As one apocalypse is thwarted, another looms. Goku's heroic friends fall around him, and the warrior must steel his nerve. For 2 evil scientists have created the perfect killing machine, Android 17. As the abomination deals out terror with mechanical precision, horrible villains from battles past rise again. Yet even more chaos awaits. The most dangerous power of all time is stirring. The people of Earth have relied upon the power of the Dragon Balls to maintain peace and order. But the mystical relics are cracking, and from their creeping chasms, 7 shadow dragons are unleashed, each more deadly than the last. Power for Battle, DragonBallZ.com.au. Let's open it up. So we have a booklet this thing was completely intact. You have some artwork here. Hero profiles, enemy profiles, episode summaries, and movie summary. That's pretty cool. You have Majub, you have Pan, you have Piccolo, you have Geppetto Guy, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. There they are side by side. There's Gogeta. Android 17, Dr. Gero, and Dr. Mew. But yeah, just a really cool book overall. And then the discs. But yeah, for just under $5, I thought, can't really beat that. I picked up one other DVD. And that's Hero. I actually have not seen this before. This is like a wuxia film, kind of like Crouching Tiger, that type of vibe. One man will challenge an empire. Yi Mu Zhang. As you can see, I paid $2 for that. At the height of China's warring states period, the country was divided into 7 kingdoms: Qin, Zhou, Hanwei, Yan, Zhou, and Qi. For years, the separate kingdoms fought ruthlessly for supremacy. As a result, the populace endured decades of death and suffering. The kingdom of Qin was the most determined of all. The Qin king was obsessed with conquering all of China. In becoming her first emperor, he had long been the target of assassins throughout the other 6 states. Of all the would-be killers, none inspired as much fear as the 3 legendary assassins: Broken Sword, Flying Snow, and Sky. But you have Donnie Yen. Yeah. Never seen this movie, but it sounded really interesting. So I decided to pick that up. It has this cool reflective. Just the DVD inside. Nothing else. Okay. I also picked up a Blu-ray. From the Cinema Cult. This is a classic horror film, Night of the Demon. I think this also went by another name at one point. But off the top of my head, I can't recall what that other name was. But this is a classic horror movie. Curse of the Demon, there's your other name, aka Curse of the Demon. So I have to hold it up to be able to read it because of the camera here. American psychologist John Holden, played by Dana Andrews, arrives in England to discover that his colleague Henry Harrington, played by Maurice Denham, has suddenly died following his efforts to discredit notorious occultist Julian Carswell, played by Neil McGuinness. The cynical Holden dismisses Carswell's warnings as supernatural nonsense, even when he and Harrington's niece Joanna, played by Peggy Cummins, are confronted by a series of bizarre and inexplicable events. Holden discovers that Carswell has slipped him a parchment featuring ancient runic symbols, a sign that, like Harrington before him, he has been marked for imminent destruction by a fire-breathing demon. As the night of his threatened demise draws near, the fearful Holden begins to suspect that Carswell has been telling the truth all along. Now, this movie is from 1957. So you're not expecting any color here. So you can see I got this for $3. 1957. But look at that. This is gonna be old school. Think of like old school King Kong type miniatures and compositing effects in this horror film. A pretty nondescript disc there, just plain. I have not watched this yet, but I am extremely interested to do so. I love watching old movies like this, especially old horror movies, because I think the artistry and the creativity to get around the technological limitations of the time is just so amazing and inspiring compared to the over-reliance on digital effects that you have today. Okay, I also picked up 2 video games. One of these was $5. The other one was $2. So first we'll start with the $2 game. Sunset Overdrive. Now, I switch console generations every time, so I had an Xbox 360. Then I went to a PS4. I have an Xbox Series X. Then I'll probably get a PlayStation 6 or whatever it ends up being, right? I like to go back and forth every generation. I do the same thing when I get a new phone. I have an Android right now. When it's time for me to get a new phone, I'll get an iPhone. When that iPhone is time for me to get it, I'll go back to Android. I don't know why, it's just what I do. But I had a PS4 when this came out, so I missed this. But this is backwards compatible with Series X. And I've heard this is a really good game that was underrated when it came out. Did not sell a ton of copies, but I've heard it has really good movement and like traversal, just a really fun game. Like I said, I've never played it, but I looked up some reviews. It had really good reviews pretty much across the board. So, I figured, hey, $2, you can't beat that. Yeah. On the inside, just the disc. But Sunset Overdrive. And finally, my last pickup. This was $5 for Xbox Series X. Immortals, Fenyx Rising. And this is the gold edition. And I hadn't really heard of this game before, but I looked it up. It kind of looked like Zelda Breath of the Wild, but with like a Greek mythology coated paint. You're the god's last hope. Play as Fenyx and save the Greek gods in their home from Typhon, the deadliest titan in Greek mythology, in an epic fight for the ages. And the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I liked Odyssey. But looking at it, yeah, from the reviews and what I read, they're saying it's basically Breath of the Wild, but Greek mythology. That sounds like a winning combination to me, honestly. I'm not gonna get mad about that. So not a ton of items. Like I said, $125 for all these, but much for all that, but got some thrifting pickups. Got some discount game store pickups, so not bad for a week. 2 days really, but yeah, 2 different trips picking that stuff up, so sorry it was just a quick video, but I just wanted to get this out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. Until next time, guys. Bye bye.